Hey, you made it. It's about to get deep, so get comfortable, get ready. But don't worry, it's just us.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of It's Just Us. I hope that you had a chance to go and check out episode 1, but this one's going to be even better than the last one. So, without further ado, I want you guys to meet my best friend in the whole wide world. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Hi. Don't get up here.
Okay. Hey y'all.
So, like I said, Aubrey is my bestest friend in the whole wide world. So it was only right that with this being a transparent, vulnerable space that you had to be a part of this.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to talk to you and just share a little bit more with the people about, the people around me, the people who I are a part of my community. Okay. So like I said, you absolutely had to be up here right behind AJ. Hopefully my mama don't get jealous.
Ooh, hey, Misha girl.
Okay, so without further ado, tell the people who you are.
Just like my name and stuff?
Yeah, like your name, what you do,
okay.
All the titles you wanna, all the crowns you wanna wear.
Okay, well, I'm Aubrey. I am, like she said, her best friend. If we need numbers, 18 going on 19 years. Mm-hmm. I'm a makeup artist in the Atlanta area. I am a lover of Christ. I am a sinner who's been saved.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a lover of all things deep, all things funny for sure. And I don't know, I'm just happy to support you. I'm happy to be here. Okay, move on because
Don't start. We ain't even got there yet. Okay. So you said 18, 19 years. So that means we gotta go way back.
Oh yeah.
And tell the people how we got. Okay, so we have to go way back. So we met in 2007, 2008 in middle school, the first day of 8th grade. And you want to go or you want me to go?
Okay, so what she's hinting at, chat, is how I looked at her and immediately did not like her because I was trying to get back with a boy. And when I was talking to him in class, she walked in and he went. And so immediately it pissed me off because, first of all, that's my man. Mm-hmm. Why is he looking at you? Mm-hmm. But when I looked at you, I was like, I should hate her. She's beautiful. I should hate her.
And you should hate. Okay.
We'll that was the young-minded Aubrey at the time. But once we started talking, I was like, oh no, that's gonna be my friend, and we've been friends ever since.
Literally.
So I'm sorry I hated you at first.
It's okay. It was only for a second, and I can remember looking at her like, okay, like why is she looking at me like that?
Oh yeah, if she tells the story, would you say I mean mug you?
You mean mug me.
What I do? Show them what I do.
It was so nasty. It was just like, okay, mind you, I'm so nervous because I'm like, this is a completely new state. I don't know anybody, and I think when I just went in that day, I was just like, okay, like who am I gonna be? And
listen,
for that to be the first, actually, you, Kahari, are you okay? Okay, sorry. The first person I think that mean mugged me was Porshana. Yeah, so shout out to her.
Wherever you are.
That was the first person that gave me their look, and then it was you immediately after. But then I think by lunchtime we met again, and it was just like, no. I think you were just like, I'm Aubrey. I can remember specifically. Tori was like, hey, I'm Tori. I was just like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? But anyway, so like Aubrey said, we fell in love then.
Yes.
And we've been besting it ever since then. So
minus 1 year when I feel like she played in my face. This was
First of all, you've never said it like that before, but go ahead.
You definitely played in my face, Shay.
How did I play in your face?
So you remember when 8th grade ended, I went straight to Hawaii.
Please do not bring that up. Okay.
I went straight to Hawaii to live with my father, and radio silent. I didn't really hear from her like that. When I did call, I remember specifically you and another one of our friends being on the phone, and you
She's
like
gonna
just hung
know
up on me.
exactly who you're talking about.
But they don't have to
didn't.
know.
Okay.
I mean, unless you just want to call out.
No, that they'll know who it is. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, you and another one of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was playing on the phone. You like hung up on me, and I like never heard from you. Then when I got back, and you cried when I left.
And I was the only person who cried when you left.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
why
like,
would you act like that?
boo-hooed. I don't know. I don't know. I think at that time maybe just we were so disconnected. I really don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Well, if I mean mugged you, you got me back acting like that when I went away.
Sorry.
But when I came back, we were definitely glued at the hip. I had a lot of catching up to do because my curriculum in Hawaii was a year behind Georgia. So we did have different classes. I don't think we even had a class together except for anatomy or something like that.
Wow, I don't think I knew that until like right now that you were like.
I was behind.
No, I did not know that.
So everything that we did as 8th graders in Georgia, I did it again as a freshman in Hawaii.
Okay, so tell me this, because I'm really about to embarrass myself. When you came back up from Hawaii, and that first time that I came over to your house, I spent the night, right?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Did I clog your toilet? Like, was that was that at that apartment that I clogged the toilet? Like immediately.
I'm pretty sure you did.
First of all, who just comes to somebody's house you haven't even seen them in a year, and you just decide it's time for you to go number 2 in their toilet, and then stop it up?
You had to let go.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was trying to figure out. It had to have been that apartment. It had to have been.
I don't know. I know it happened at my house. I don't know which house it was because we did move around a few times since we've known each other. But let's just move on. Okay. We don't have to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So with okay, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to say it, but I'm gonna just say it the way I wrote it down, which was. For me, this is my longest friendship ever.
Absolutely.
I don't have any other friends, which no shade to my other friends, okay? Because I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just saying this.
She just loves me more.
This friendship is the longest friendship that I have, and a friendship with such depth to it, because it's not just like, I don't even know. So my question is, why did you choose me as your best friend?
Oh my God.
And then I'm going to tell you why I chose you. Because obviously, we chose each other.
We did. Why did I choose you as my best? I should have let you give me these questions early because now I have to sit here with the stupid face and think. But why did I choose you as my best friend?
You want me to let you think, and then I go first?
I think I got it.
Okay.
I'm about to kill you with this one.
Tell them. Tell the people why
I'm about to kill her with this one.
Okay.
I think I chose. Well, y'all know her as Kendallin, so Kendallin Hair. I call her Shay. A lot of people call her Shay, but Shay, Kendallin, same person. I chose Shay as my best friend because I think she was just a walking personification, if you will, of the person I wanted to be. I thought you were beautiful. I thought you were very charismatic, very easy to get along with. You made friends quickly, which I don't think that I didn't, but I just loved everything that came in the room when you came in the room.
Are you trying to make me cry?
Oh.
Because we just got started.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think I've ever said it out loud, but I think the words have just come to me, Holy Spirit inspired. I think you walked in as everything that I wanted to be, like almost like an example. And then even though with me being 21 days older than you, you've always kind of led me in a way. And I don't think you even knew that. No. You got your driver's license first. You got a car first.
Okay.
You had a baby first. You got married. And I've gotten to see you in all these different lights. And I feel like in every season, I know we're talking about like the beginning of our friendship, but like going beyond that, in every season, I feel like you have been what I would want to be. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. You got Alexa. Turn on.
Dang, Alexa.
Yeah.
Trying to be emotional.
Sorry, right.
But yeah, I feel like in every season you have been who I could only hope to be. And I haven't seen myself in all of those seasons just yet. I have a car, I have a driver's license, but I don't have a baby. I don't have a husband. And I feel like the way that you show up now is the way that you showed up then, and it's similar to how I would want to show up in the world.
Well,
So
damn.
I chose you.
Well, damn.
Oh.
Okay. 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 So, that was deep. Okay. So let me go back to the original question at hand.
Oh
Which
yeah,
was
because I've been
why I chose you. So initially, and I'm not even gonna say initially because it's still present now. Like you just get my silly. Like I feel like we have like I don't know what that is. It's borderline corny. Yeah, it really is. Absolutely. It's borderline corny, but I think that's the initial thing. It's like I can always count on us to laugh hysterically, you know, when we do get a chance. But I don't, again, no shade to my friends that I have, but like I don't have another friendship that I can just fully submerge myself in, you know, like I think there is still like a level of wanting to like be put together a little bit, you know, and I feel like I can literally call you with the ugly cry. I can lean on you if I need you to beat somebody up for me because nobody's an exception to that. But like I said, I think this is like the first friendship, and I mean we met, obviously we were kids, and I thought that I had best friends prior to them, but I'm like, this is the first and only lasting friendship that I have that, like I said, I feel like I can just fully submerge myself in. And it's funny that you said be like me or whatever, because I feel like you have carried me over the years, like so many times. Oh God, I feel like coming. Oh my God, stop! No, seriously, like just carried me through a lot of like just dark seasons of because like you said, I it's crazy to me that you even said.
Oh, you got yours. Okay.
Yes, I got mine. Even that you said made a lot of friends, because I'm like, all of these friends, like, where they at though? Like, and I can remember many times of just feeling like extremely lonely. And even the other friends that I had, there was plenty of times where I felt like nobody else was around, but you were there.
This shit is great.
And you were like the only friend that I had in a lot. I mean, plenty of days where like I didn't have any other friends, whether I was falling out with them because of a boyfriend or, you know, that little slick mouth I had back in the day. You know, it cost me some places, but like you were the only consistent friend that I have had when maybe other people couldn't even see why they should talk to me, you know. And I just appreciate you, you know, because like I said, that has carried me through a lot of seasons of my life, from just being a teenager to being transitioning over to being an adult. And then even when I called you and told you that I was pregnant with Kahar, we weren't even actually talking right then.
Oh no.
Yeah, we weren't even actually talking, but I felt like if you gonna tell somebody, like, this is who you need to call and tell. And yeah, it's just
question. Do you remember what I said?
No.
Okay, I just wondered.
So like, you don't remember?
I remember like probably looking at the phone like, why did you call me? Like, we're not talking. And then I know that everything washed away when you told me that you were pregnant with Kahar. Like,
yeah, because we just went right back to talking. Like,
it didn't matter at all.
Yeah, which is his Kahar's godmom. So
PG.
Rightfully so. So yeah, I just think that that's important. Just to kind of put that out, that if you have friendship, if you have people that you call friends, that it's a choice, you know. Especially now, you know, we're in our 30s now. We're in our 30s now. I don't want friendships just because they're familiar. Right. I want friendships that I can grow with, that have grown up with me, so you can appreciate us being childish, us being serious, you know, and just all that looks like. And literally, this is the only friendship where like nothing is off limits. Yeah, like I will literally call Aubrei, like, my butt has been itching all day today.
Like, did you shower?
Yeah. But just like everything. So I appreciate you, and I love you for that. I
appreciate you too. That answer was crazy.
Yeah, it was, because you just okay. All right, so a safe space. Okay, because I did preface this sit down with a safe space, right? So for you, in regards to, I'm not even gonna say in regards to friendship, but just period, just in relationships, what does a safe space mean to you?
I feel like it can mean a lot of things, and it depends on the person that you are, for sure.
Yeah.
For me, safety looks like the ability to fall apart and still hold my value. That's crazy because I'm gonna cry again. But
Whoa.
I feel like every place that I consider a safe place is absolutely a place where I can fall apart, I can crumble, and my value does not change. And I say that because it represents, or it's almost like a mirror to the presence of God, and how you can go in there like, oh my God, and He still looks at you the same. Any human in my life who can be that to me, automatically safe, is automatically a safe space, and I'll fight you before I let you leave, because those are so rare. Like, you don't have to see me if you want to get out of my life. You have to beat my ass.
Mind frame is that you have to fight me. Okay.
It's blood in, blood out.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, and I say that jokingly, but like, I mean it when it's so rare. When I say that it's so rare to have like a safe space like that. So why wouldn't I try to hold on to it? But then, I mean, there are caveats and nuances, like, why do you want to leave? You know, those kind of things. But in general, if I can consider you safe, I'm gonna fight tooth and nail for that friendship, for you and for us. Yeah.
So when did you figure out that this was a safe space?
Oh wow. How we being transparent?
Yes.
College. Well, not college, but an example, or a place that I can remember, or a time I can remember. Because that's when life got real. You know, when we get out of high school and we're not playing pity pat no more. You know, I called you and I told you that one of my sexual partners had given me something. And
we're getting real deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And praise be to God that it was something that, you know, could be cured, but being able to tell you that and it didn't go anywhere, I mean, it's everywhere, you know, but you know, it's a part of my testimony. It's a part of, I don't know how to say it, because it feels scary to be that transparent, but it's also like very real. It happens to people, and it happened to me in college. And so to tell you that, and to know that it wasn't going to go anywhere, and it never did go anywhere, yeah. Because I feel like that was when life got real. Like high school and middle school, it was just a matter of, oh, I like this person, we have fun, but we hadn't seen like real life situations and ordeals at that point. So, oh, I feel a little awkward. How do you feel?
I feel good, and the whole time you were talking, I'm like listening to you, but I'm also like, when did I come to an understanding that this is a safe space, and like this is like, I'm not joking, this is very real. I think it's been like that since day one, because I'm like, I don't ever remember a time where I felt like, can I trust her with this information? And I'm just like, this relationship had to have been God ordained, because it's just like, that doesn't just happen. I mean, obviously it happens, you know, if you have relationships like that, but it's like, I wasn't expecting that. We were kids. I was not expecting to come here and really create meaningful relationships. I thought that I was just going to be the new girl. I mean, when I first got here, everybody acted like I was just so country, you know. So I was just
they did the same thing to me coming from Louisiana.
So I was just like, really, I don't know what I expected, but I wasn't expecting that. And certainly not to think that 19 years from then, like, no, you guys are still going to be friends. Like, this is still going to be a thing. So I'm just appreciative, but like, I've never questioned, is she going to tell anybody? I don't even think I've ever felt judged. Well, except for that brief period, you know, when you were extremely, she was telling people they were going to hell left and right.
I didn't.
Right. I was like, this is too much.
Okay, but put some Oh my
You were
god.
doing it. You were telling people they were going to hell.
Give the people some sort of backstory though. Like I wasn't just
Okay,
damning
so
people to
maybe you
hell.
give us the backstory. Where were you at then?
Okay.
As opposed to, because obviously you knew Christ then. You know Christ now. What was the biggest difference between Aubrey then and Aubrey now?
Aubrey then didn't have I call it information.
Mm-hmm.
And all information in my brain means is like just life experiences, conversations, disappointments. I had felt all of those things before God,
Mm-hmm.
but when you come into a relationship with God, everything is, oh my God, flowers and rainbows, because the past is gone. Like you don't even really, you don't think about it as much, right? Because this is new venture. But what happens when you're in relationship with God and then you experience life? You know, you get information in between. And I would say that's the difference between Aubrey then and Aubrey now. But Aubrey then was very self righteous, but from a loving place, I would say. Like the joy that I had found when I found Christ or chose Christ for the first time. I want everybody to experience that. And the thing I couldn't really wrap my head around as like a baby Christian or a young Christian at the time would be everybody's not going to be where you are at the same time. We're not all taking one step together every single time. Somebody might have a fourth of a step, next person might have half a step. You took a whole step. You know, we're not going to grow at the same pace. And so being able to humanize people and not assume that everybody's going to be super, super holy or, you know, whatever, or that I was that way. That's how I saw myself. But in reality, if you tell people to go to hell, baby, you have work to do.
You were just so calm about it. You said, "Oh, girl, you going to hell."
I said it. I did say it. And I've been known to say things without, you know, any malicious intent, but also without thinking how they could impact or how they could land. So thanks for being my friend.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. And you said something so good about just acknowledging that not everybody is where you're at. Because even now, like I would consider myself a baby Christian. My client today told me, she was like, "No, you're a toddler. You know, you've been doing it for a second."
Here's finger food.
So, but that is something that I feel like I'm really still maneuvering through, you know, like knowing that my convictions aren't everybody else's convictions. So like something that I am like currently struggling or walking through is like being a hairstylist, and it's a very worldly type of industry, you know, because everybody wants to talk about what's on social media, what's going on, you know, the latest trends and stuff like that. And something so simple as like watching a reality TV show would turn into, now we're all sharing opinions about this person's lifestyle and what went from, girl, that's crazy, to like, well, if it was me, I would have done such and such and such. And then I'm talking, and then I'm getting in the car and I'm like, I feel a little weird. And I feel like the Holy Spirit just like, you set up in there gossiping today. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I ain't supposed to do that, huh? You know, so it's just like, it's just crazy because it's like other people are doing it, and then the next day I'm going in like, okay, well, how do I position myself today? Like, how do I be around it but not participate in it? You know, so that I'm still like struggling with. So
that's probably the biggest challenge to date. That and like immovable faith, but being in the world and not of it is probably one of the hardest things that you can do, especially at this age.
Thank you.
Like
Thank you.
at this specific age.
Yeah.
Where never mind, that's a little deep, but
get into it.
I feel like it can be, I don't know how my words want to come together, but I see it in my brain. It's like if there are two worlds, the way that we perceive like a Christian lifestyle is very rigid, is very boring. It is very, I'm in the house on my face for hours praying and I'm fasting and I haven't eaten in 12 days and all I have is water for 30 days. Like it sounds like very rigid. And even if you were to live that lifestyle, it's very rewarding. I will say that. But then there's a part of you that's still like, nah, but what they doing outside though?
Yeah.
I want to see
sure.
that. I want to see, you know? So yeah, I would say it is such a balance. But even listening to you and how the Holy Spirit, you know, once you got by yourself, and he was like, hey,
like real, like I'm just like, I was just trying to ride home and listen to what I listened to,
Yeah,
but
absolutely not.
So, where's God in our friendship now? Where do you think he's at?
Like, are you saying like, is he in the center? Is he on the back burner?
Just like, where's he at? Like, because we started off, I mean, 2007, 2008, like, we weren't talking about God,
Definitely.
So I'm even trying to think, like, when did he usher on in? When did he just say, hey, come on?
I don't want to like toot my own horn. I would say I probably started planting seeds.
Yeah.
Because I kind of made the decision before you, even though we grew up knowing God, we had not chosen God and like chosen to like study His Word and like seek His face and be in His presence and stuff like that. So I would say that when did I get saved for real? I was saved for real. But when did I get saved? I think I was like
being an
20.
ain't to a saint. So
Hello?
I get it.
I was like 20 or 21, something like that. And so I probably have planted seeds because you were my best friend and I want to do everything with you.
Yeah.
So I was probably like, I read the Bible and this is what it said and this is the revelation. And I can remember a time where it was just kind of like, oh, okay, girl. And it didn't make me love you less. It was just like this is what they mean when they say like sometimes people can't go with you, thinking like I remember getting afraid like we weren't gonna be able to be friends anymore because I found this Jesus that everybody was talking about, like the real Jesus that everybody talks about. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not willing to let her go. So I'm gonna dump as much as I can into her and just pray that she comes with me or drag her by her hair if I have to. Like I just wasn't willing to grow apart from you. I think it still happened. I still needed that time of isolation to kind of like solidify my faith. Mm-hmm. And I think that may have been a time where we weren't talking as much.
That is exactly what happened. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I gotta pull out my macaroni and cheese before I burn it in the oven. For someone who, like you said, you were operating in a space where it was just like you knew Jesus, you wanted to, you wanted everybody to go with you, but you felt like, oh wow, like they're not really interested. Yeah. What is your advice to that person who acknowledges, like, I know God and I want to tell other people, but I'm let down that they don't want to know Him like I do?
Yeah, I would say.
Tell them right down.
Well, while she's pulling out the mac and cheese, I would say to the person who has come to know God and wants other people to know and acknowledge. To know Him, and you want them to acknowledge Him the way that you do. I would say pray for those friends. Drop as many breadcrumbs or plant as many seeds, if you will, as you can, because you just never know what somebody else's water to you planting that seed is going to do. You're not with them all the time. So, oh my God. I'm sorry, I couldn't ignore it. But, okay, she's back. But definitely continue to plant those seeds. Continue to pray for those people because, I mean, the proof is in the pudding here. And not to say like I'm the reason for her salvation, but I think that it definitely helped.
It played a major part, for sure. For sure.
I would say live by example. It is important to just show the most Jesus you can when you go outside. And not to say like that you put on a front or anything, but any opportunity that you can bring him into the conversation or bring him into the room with you, you don't know what that experience is going to do. And you can only hope that it's going to be a positive one. And I think that's probably all I could tell them. Continue to pray, plant seeds, and show up with Jesus.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Well, to piggyback off of it, because I very much feel like I've been that season, whether it's for family or just like I said, even just being in the salon and being like, okay, I actually have a client that is she's one of my regulars, but she flat out told me one day, like, yeah, I mean, it probably is a guy, but like Jesus. I was just like, oh God, I'm gonna really have to stop doing this lady hair because you in here disrespecting my Jesus, and I don't like that, And I felt like I went home that night because, like I said, when I get in that car, that's when he starts to, and it was just like, Like, don't let her go. Like, you might be the only Jesus that she knows
sees,
and
yeah.
that she sees. So it was just like, oh wow, okay, so this really might be like just part of it. And I heard somebody say in a podcast one time that like we're called to live with broken people. And it just like really unlocked something for me, because I'm like, wow, well then that totally takes off this facade of thinking that like once you know Jesus, you're only going to know people that know Jesus. It's just like, well, what about the people who don't know him,
Right.
you know?
And even as you were talking about that, my brain went to, or maybe it was the Holy Spirit dropping it in, but it's like the same way that God loves people who don't even acknowledge Him.
Yeah.
How much more like God can you be than to hear somebody say, "Oh yeah, Jesus, I don't," and then still treat them the same way, with dignity, with respect, with love, and still show up, you know, as the hands and feet of Jesus to a person who doesn't have the faith in Jesus.
Facts.
You can't be more like Him in that regard.
Facts. I appreciate that, because it's still tough, you know. I feel like, which brings me to my next question. I'm gonna come back to it. This is the last topic in closing.
Oh, really?
So notice that your shirt says overcomer.
Mm-hmm.
What are you overcoming right now?
What am I currently overcoming?
Mm-hmm.
I would say stinking thinking.
It's not stinking thinking. Okay.
Yeah, just negative thought patterns that didn't really come to light until I went back to go to therapy. And like being able to talk things out, and then like if you were to put yourself in like the space of like an eagle and look down at yourself and really see like what you just said, or how often your thoughts go into that pattern. She said cognitive distortions, and I was like, oh yeah, my brain is, you know, my thought patterns, they suck. I'm overcoming that.
They suck.
Yeah, they suck right now, but I believe that gather yourself. I believe that I'm overcoming it, and I don't think that that's the totality of my personality, because I'm able to speak life into other people. It's just a matter of like believing God for myself.
Yeah.
I was actually telling somebody earlier, like, I have no problem talking about God. Sometimes my issue is talking to God and believing that what He did for somebody, He could do the same for me in my life, however it needs to happen, right? So I would say thinking or cognitive distortions. I'm overcoming that. Definitely some bad habits, whether that is not fully checking in with myself or doing what my 31-year-old body needs for me to do. And just kind of being so tied into, or not tied into, so concerned with the outcome of the thing that I want to control every aspect of it, rather than just getting the assignment, being obedient, having the faith to just let God do what He's going to do, and trust that it's the best for me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's no effort that we need to put into those things.
Yeah.
But I think I can be really bad about trying to play God.
Ooh. That was at the top of my list of overcoming.
Oh, beautiful.
Like, yeah.
So you're overcoming playing God.
Overcoming playing God. Just because, I mean, quite honestly, it's ghetto. I, you know, hats off to the man upstairs, because I'm just like, it's so much going on with so many people really fast all at the same time. Like, I don't know how you're doing it, you know? So that's the first thing. I think definitely transitioning out of like overthinking, just like if God gives me an idea, not trusting Him to give me strategy. It's like, okay, well, you gave me an idea, now what you want me to do? You know, like even this right here, this was like okay, He told me to get off of social media for 2 months. Immediately I knew, what are you talking about? You know? And then a few days later, then it was just like, because actually I had started like a small like connect group called The Safe Space.
Okay.
And it was my attempt to start some sort of discipleship. You know, I have really started to learn about the importance of discipleship and how we have to make disciples, you know. It started, it was consistent, and then it stopped. And immediately I got annoyed, and I started thinking like, God, well, maybe God didn't tell me that. Like maybe He didn't tell me to create a safe space. And I was just like, I just got defeated, So here we are months later, and he, I don't even remember, like I can't even say audibly or if it was just like a thought, but I knew when I heard it, and I knew that it was supposed to be faith driven. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not my flesh, because my flesh would be like, I don't know. Let's, get outside. I don't know. But I knew that it was a thing, but I knew that I had to trust him to give me strategy. And it was just like, as I sat quiet, which is something that I'm learning now too, like if he guides you, he's going to give you, what is it? My pastor just said it yesterday. Like I ain't got my notes, but just basically like if he gave you the vision, he's going to give you the strategy.
Right.
But it's in being quiet, it's in being still that he gives you strategy, because you're not going to get the strategy trying to do everything your way.
You know what would sum up your question as far as like, and it's probably everybody, and I just think I'm the only one in the world. I don't like processes. I don't like them. I hate it. I'm very much okay, if you gave me the idea today, it should be making $1 million tomorrow.
Pretty much.
I don't want to take the steps.
Yeah.
But you know how people always always say like the gift is in the journey. The gift is in the journey, or God operating in a process helps him to process things out of you that you don't need when you step into that thing. And so whether it's the stinking thinking or not having faith, I think it all stems from like just not really wanting to go through the process. I just want to get to the end of it, right? But if I could just get to the end, I wouldn't need God. Right. I also would not seek God if I could just get to the end, to the good part. And I think I would miss his character, his goodness, his faithfulness. I wouldn't know that he's faithful if he took me from beginning to end. Yeah. And I didn't see him in the middle. I wouldn't know that he is a sustainer. I wouldn't know that he was a mind regulator. I wouldn't know those things about him. And so it's like, on the one hand, definitely think that I should go through the process. But on the other hand, I'm like, we can just get to the good part.
Yeah. Let's just wrap this up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you, friend.
Absolutely.
For having such a transparent conversation. This was really good. And I know that we could keep going for hours and hours. Absolutely. If we really wanted to.
You can bring me back anytime, actually.
I because we got to finish this up and go even deeper. But today I just wanted to focus on friendship and a safe space, and just acknowledging God being our safe space and how he orchestrates relationships and perfect timing, like exactly when we need them. Because I'm just like, I can't even think of who I would be now if you weren't a part of that rearing, during that time to where we are now. So I'm just grateful, and I'm grateful that you are continuing to overcome things, and that you showed up here despite things that you're, working through, the things that you've experienced. And I just appreciate your light and how it's impacted me in these 19 years.
Thank you for that. In general, like, because I don't want to cry. I do want to go on the record saying that I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I believe in everything that you put your hands to. I've seen the hand of God like breathe on everything you put your hands on, and I've seen the success of it. And I don't think this is going to be any different. So yeah, I'm in the front seat just watching, baby, because you got it.
Well, I love you.
I love you.
I love y'all. Thank you guys for watching episode 2 of It's Just Us, and you will see us very soon. Bye.